Hello again, everybody. Carl Baldessar back with another classic rock riff review. And in today's episode, I am super excited to bring you the band Gentle Giant. Now with Gentle Giant in this episode, you're going to hear things musically that you've never heard before. They were the most original writers of progressive rock music. And in fact, they brought the two streams of music together that I love the most, classical music and rock music. And there was nobody like them before, and there's been nobody to follow them since. They were really, truly a unique band. Their heyday was in the 70s, and all of them were exquisite musicians, exquisite writers. The guitar player, Gary Green, as I've learned these parts, I can't believe how intricate and beautiful of a player he was. Now, the band doesn't have a whole lot of power chords because they're really a melodic contrapuntal band. You actually can hear elements of like Bach structure or Beethoven's like Gross Fugue. You're listening to a chamber orchestra in a rock band. It's like nothing before. So I'm super excited to bring you this episode. Let's take a look at the music of Gentle Giant. For our first riff, we're going to go back to the first album by Gentle Giant, which was released on the 27th of November in 1970. And the album was titled Gentle Giant, and the song I'm going to cover is called Alucard. Now, a quick side note, when I was a kid, I had this little parlor trick I would do, which is I could pronounce people's names backwards, because I'm Laracarazzadalab, and this song, Alucard, backwards is Dracula. All right, let's take a look at the first riff, Alucard by Gentle Giant. Okay, so for figure number 2 on the riff of Alucard, Dracula, is this really cool sort of decoration that they do to the actual pentatonic riff. Watch this. Alucard by Gentle Giant. Okay, for our second Gentle Giant riff, we're going to go to their second album, my favorite album, called Acquiring the Taste, which was released on the 16th of July, 1971. And this song is entitled Pantagruel's Nativity. What a cool title, right? My goodness, that is so cool. Okay, for riff number 3, we're going to stay right here with the album Acquiring the Taste, and the track is called Wreck. It's got some cool figures. Let me play you the introduction. And that takes us into the really powerful variation on that introductory riff. It goes like this. What I think is really cool about Gentle Giant, they're so intricate and really elaborate in their writing, but they're drawing upon some things that we all can understand, which is pentatonic scales, a lot of chromaticism, the use of tritone elements. It's all in there, but their writing is so masterful with these basic tools. So if you're a fan of Gentle Giant, or if you're new to Gentle Giant and like what you're seeing in this episode, check out my album Collinwood Yards and the song Figures. I recorded this as an homage to Gentle Giant. I recorded it at Abbey Road Studios with some great symphonic players. It's got all the counterpoint, both rhythmic and polyphonic music that you're going to love. Check it out on my album Collinwood Yards, and you can get that at my website, carlbaldessarmusic.com. Okay, for riff number 4, we're staying with the album Acquiring the Taste, and we have the song Plain Truth, which is again built on pentatonic scales. This is the E pentatonic. And how many times have you ever heard a violin going through a wah-wah pedal? This is your chance. Check out the first 30 seconds of this song. You'll also hear one of the band members putting an order in for fish and chips. Tell Frank to order me 2 portions of chips. You'll hear something like that that breaks through the recording. It's pretty funny. But anyways, they stay in this pentatonic collection. Let's take a look at the great power riff on Plain Truth. And they take these pentatonic scales, and in this song, I mean, if you need pentatonic exercise, this is the song for you, because they start to move from E to F to G to A to B. They kind of do this. So if you need some work on your pentatonic scales, check out Plain Truth by Gentle Giant. For riff number 5, this is my last riff from the album Acquiring the Taste, and the song is titled The House, the Street, the Room. They should have added the kitchen sink, because this riff has it all. Unbelievable. Tritones, amazing chromaticism. It is fantastic. Check out the main riff from The House, the Street, the Room. What an amazing long gesture. I think that's one of the longest great motives of all time. It's so fantastic. It belongs in the top echelon of all musical gestures in the history of music, bar none. So they're repeating the phrase 3 times, but this band actually has a lot of rhythmic counterpoint. So they not only have melodic counterpoint, they really use rhythm as a way to restate themes. So did you notice on this one, the first time they state the theme, you've got these sort of triplety feels where you've got right? And the second time through, they're doing it all kind of straight notes. Here we go. Right? Isn't that brilliant writing? It's so wonderful to think of rhythm as a way to create variation on a theme. So what do you do when you have this really large, almost unwieldy gesture to start with? Well, you come up with another contrapuntal variation of it. Listen to how they turn it around and get back to it. I mean, that is such an incredible linking material to get you back to the top. Only Gentle Giant would do that. So there you have it, Gentle Giant. I hope you like this. I hope you've become a Gentle Giant fan, and I really appreciate all my followers. Thank you for subscribing. If you're not a subscriber, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get alerts for all of my new content. I really appreciate all the comments as well. Make some suggestions as to what else you'd like to hear, and we'll see you again. I'm Carl Baldessar.